Thanks to his reputation, Drew is often contacted by places where they're having a clear-out. And today, Drew and T are making a 180-mile journey to Gloucestershire.
Right then, T, we're in Gloucestershire to see a man called Wiltshire.
As you do.
Yeah, Tim Wiltshire, and he's got Brockworth Court, classical, big, English, rambling country house.
Nice.
And he's just clearing more space. He's clearing out the barns. Normal, standard day. Oh. Hello. How you doing?
Drew,
Nice
welcome.
to meet you.
Welcome to Brockworth Court.
What a fabulous place.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing. Beautiful, isn't it? Did you buy it like this in this state, or did you do it?
No, we've done a lot of conservation, restoration.
God, look at this place. Incredible. So where are we going first? Down into here?
We're going to go into the drawing room now.
Wow. Amazing. Tell me about this. Is this the oldest piece of the house, then?
Yeah, this would have been effectively almost like an ante-room to what was the Great Hall that's no longer.
My initial impression is the place is staggeringly beautiful. As you drive in, just knocks your socks off. The building itself is great, but then with the gardens around it as well, it's absolutely gorgeous. Quite jealous. I would love to live in a house like this. Oh, wow. Look at that. Fabulous room, isn't it? It's lovely.
So this is the solar room. The word, as you know, comes from solarium, room, extra light. The floorboards just there, Drew, they are original floorboards from the 1440s. The story is that Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn visited here in August 1535. So it's very, very likely
They would have prayed
that
in
they
here.
would have actually gone into this little prayer room.
Amazing. So Henry VIII has stood here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Considering starting your own religion now, you're in there.
Yeah, I'm
Following his
doing
footsteps.
Druids.
Druids.
Tim obviously has got a great eye looking at the house and the garden. It's very beautiful. So I'm hoping that we can find something really good here today.
But it's the contents of the outbuildings, not the house, that Tim's keen to thin out.
So it's sort of a junkyard. But,
Well, yeah, I always end up in the junkyard.
Yeah. Feel at ease in this kind of terrain, don't you?
Yeah, it's more me, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? That's nice.
what do you think it was?
It's a Corona, and it's part of a light. And there would have been something, must have been hanging from
Could be worth around £300.
I think that this band running around the centre is from something a lot earlier, and these have been put on in the 1860s, 70s. I think this is earlier, but I don't know what it says, or... It'll
research,
obviously be
yeah.
religious, but
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Price-wise, as it stands, what would I pay for it? 180?
That would tempt me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Deal?
on. Yep. Deal.
Lovely, thank you. How do you value something like this? Tricky. If I knew who'd made it, or if it was complete, you know, it would be a different ballpark. Is that all its money? Maybe. I think there might be a little bit left in it, 50 to 80 pounds maybe left in it after some work. Doesn't matter. It's a very interesting item and the one that's going to be back in the world, basically. So down this way.
Yeah, we're going around here now. Yeah.
That's just the first of several outbuildings that need to be investigated.
In here.
In here, yep. See you. We're going to go upstairs now. Yeah.
This looks right up my street. That one's all right. Not sure about the fringing on there, but it's just got nice original painted decoration to it.
So what is it? What would you say that was?
It's just a little we call gypsy tables.
Gypsy table. So from which period would you say this was?
1860s to 1870s, somewhere around there, probably closest to the 1870s, looking at it. Little bobbin turn tables or gypsy tables, they're basically things that were made very cheaply. But occasionally, really good ones pop up.
This English ebonised and gilt gypsy table has a worn red velvet top and lace fringing. Dating from the late 19th century, it could be worth around £250.
What's it worth? 100 quid? Not really worth anything more than that. Yeah, that would be me sort of done on that, really.
I was thinking just a little bit more than that, but you're...
What would you... I'll go up 20 quid or 120, but that is it.
Antiques dealer Drew Pritchard is in Gloucestershire.
Oh, wow. Fabulous room, isn't it?
He's been invited by the owner of a fabulous country house, who's keen to have a bit of a clear out.
This looks right up my street.
He's currently bidding for a late 19th century English gypsy table.
What's it worth? 100 quid?
I was thinking just a little bit more than that, but you're...
What would you... I'll go up 20 quid, 120, but that is it. That's...
Yeah, I'd be
happy with that?
Yeah, yeah.
What this table is it's the look without the price. So I can go and find the bobbin table if I really try, and you'll end up paying well over £1,000 for it. This one gives you sort of the same feel for a couple of £100. It's got the look, but without the big price ticket.
And the two little lights in the... they're not of any aid, I don't think, but...
Oh, you've got a pair of them?
Yeah. Simple, decorative, I suppose, on there.
There's a little problem with those. We've got to get... That would have had 2 cables through it originally, and we've got to get 3 through it, and that ain't going to happen.
Drill a slightly bigger hole there.
Maybe, yeah. They'd have to be obscenely cheap, really, sort of
What's
30,
obscene?
40 quid would be...
Each, that
No,
is? Oh.
no. They just haven't got the quality to them, you know?
If you said 45, I would let them go.
Do I want them for 45 quid? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Marvellous. OK. There's not much quality to them, but they're a nice colour. The way they've patinated darker is making them a little bit attractive. And they can be very, very cheap. You know, they can be under £150, done, ready to go. Somebody will want them. Somebody will fall in love with them. Well, I think it's time to get them on the van.
Yeah.
You'll be pleased you can handle that Corona again for another 10
Oh,
minutes.
lovely.
Yeah. Today... Pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much
Enjoyed
for coming.
being here.
Really great meeting.
Thank you so much.
You as well.
Thanks a lot.
Brilliant.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Safe
Bye.
journey back. Bye.
What a place. Best garden I've ever seen, I think, in a private house. Exceptional.
I think we were lucky, privileged to see that. So which of the purchases are you happiest with?
That hanging Corona piece, I think once we've deciphered what it says on it, it'll make more sense.
Back at HQ, Rebecca has discovered that the Corona was most likely made for someone specific.
Basically, this coronet is sort of Gothic revival, Pugin style, made in brass. This one, I've found that it's got some little screw holes here. The brass is bent underneath, so I think it had a very, very shallow glass dish in it. The wording on it is quite unusual. It's sort of written, it's like Old English, but it's not. And it says, in honour, peace, Marie, M-A-R-I-E, and then a very strange surname that it's really, it might not even be a surname. A-I-R-O-I-A-I-S.
This personal inscription makes the Corona more unique and saleable.
It's nice to describe that on the website, and then when that person buys that item, they can talk about it to their friends.
To make it more functional, one of Drew's team has adapted it.
So what Carl's done, which is pure genius, is he's aged a bulb holder beautifully, wired it in sort of old-fashioned cable, found a really trendy bulb, and we've now changed it into a functional, charming, delightful sort of chandelier. And
Thin out.
So it's sort of a junkyard, but...
Well, yeah, I always end up in the junkyard.
Yeah. Feel at ease in this kind of terrain, don't you?
Yeah, it's more me, isn't it,
Yeah.
really? That's nice.
What do you think it was?
It's a Corona, and it's part of a light. And there would have been... something must have been hanging from that.
Would be worth around £300.
I think that this band running around the centre is from something a lot earlier, and these have been put on in the 1860s, 70s. I think this is earlier, but I don't know what it says, or... It'll obviously be religious, but who knows.
Yeah.
Price-wise, as it stands, what would I pay for it? 180?
That would tempt me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Go
Deal?
on. Yep, deal.
Lovely, thank you. How do you value something like this? Tricky. If I knew who'd made it,